Hello, my name is Leroy Blevins. Welcome to Mysteries and Histories. In this episode here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the distraction shots. Now, a lot of people don't know why, the distraction shots happen. We're sitting here told there was only 3 shots fired, and some people says 4 to 5 shots fired, but actually it was 13 shots fired, and I have the evidence, and I've uncovered the evidence to prove this. But the reason why the distraction shots were taken, nobody's going to know. I do, and here's the reason why. Okay. As you see here, in this image here, I line up all the shots, okay? And we're going to see, which I show people, a map, which I just got done making a video on, which is called, a lot of people call it the kill zone, but I call it the danger zone, okay? And this is the location of the danger zone right here, okay? This is right here, the danger zone, where JFK was shot and Governor Connally was shot, right in this location right here. But we'll get back to this image soon. But I want to show this one first. Now, as you see here, we see shot number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. As you see, made contact with JFK, Governor Connally, JFK, and Governor Connally. From this point to this point right here. These shots made contact with the people and the subjects that they're trying to assassinate. But then we're going to see distraction shots taken, which is to the manhole cover, grass area, curb, sign, and steps. Why was these distraction shots fired? And here's the reason why. You figure they already killed JFK. JFK was already killed by the second shot. Okay, he was already shot once in the back, bullet exited his throat. Okay, that made it hard for him to breathe. The second shot shot JFK in the back of the head. All right, so now he's already got shot in the head and already he's having a hard time breathing to begin with. They went ahead and shot Governor Connally too, because Governor Connally was supposed to be assassinated as well, which I made a video on that. And I think it's already been posted. But you can go watch that video to get more of an insight on that. But the reason why these assassins took more shots, and you ever notice it was just the assassins that was inside of the records building and on the rooftop of records building, they are the ones that took the distraction shots. And here's the reason why. After Oswald took his 2 shots, he hit his rifle and he starts taking off. So he goes down to the second floor lunchroom. They figured, well, with these 2 guys here on the grassy knoll, which is in shelter number 3 right behind Mr. Zapruder, when they took their shots, they had to get people to run up the hillside there. That's why if you watch the zones of where they took their shots at, was in locations where there was a lot of people, and a lot of people where they started heading to was up the grassy knoll area there, them steps, that's right there, by the picket fence stuff, because they started running up there to get under cover away from the shots being fired, just like we see in much more film. As you see here in the much more film, and from the frame, these 3 guys are standing on steps here. A shot strikes here, we see this guy right here, his legs come apart and he starts reacting. The guy behind him jumps up, turns around, and starts running up the steps. Then groundskeeper starts running up behind him because we can see him coming into frame in a Zapruder film. And then we have other people that's in the surroundings, like the Newmans. Now we see here, the Newmans fell to the ground and covered their children. If we look at even in the Zapruder film, you see this couple right here, which a lot of people don't know. Here's that couple right here. That's them right here. This is the couple that we see in the Zapruder film. That's these people right here, which I'll move it over here. Whoops, let's go back down here. Let's move this over here. This couple here is right here. So see, they're running up the hillside. That's why the distraction shots were taken, to get people run up the hillside. And here's the reason why they had people start running up the hillside. Because even like I said in the Zapruder film, we see people right here and here running for cover and everything else. They needed people to run up the hillside to be able for the gunman that's in shelter number 3 here to get away. As you see here, here's when 1 distraction shot happened, 2 distraction shots here, 2 distraction shots here, 1 distraction shot here, and 1 distraction shot here. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you. As you see here, we have the assassins in purple and the pedestrians in red. They had the people run up the hillside there to get under cover so the gunman that was inside of shelter number 3 can exit easy and get and be mixed in with the crowds so they can get away. That's the reason why distraction shots were taken. Okay, because they knew that 2 shots were fired there, as you see in this image here. Okay, these assassins here, he couldn't tell from this angle here. Oswald couldn't tell from this angle anyway. But from this angle here, they had good view of shelter number 3 as well. And that's where they kept an eye on. And then once they see the 2 shots was fired from there, that's when they started taking their shots here. Because after Governor Connolly, after the first shot to JFK was taken from here, you'll notice that Governor Connolly's shot and the curb shot was actually fired at the same time. So this guy up on the rooftop of the county records building was starting to react because he seen a shot fired from shelter number 3. So he had to take his shots and start doing his distraction shots. Then the guy on the 2nd floor of the county records building started taking his shots right along with the gunman on the rooftop of the county records building, because the man on the county records building on the rooftop only took distraction shots. He was there just to make sure if there was a shot fired from the grassy knoll here from shelter number 3, he was there to make sure distraction shots were taken so people can start running up so these assassins can blend in with the crowd and stuff and make their way into the parking lot. So they'll think they're just ordinary people. So I just want to make this video here to give people more insight on why distraction shots were taken. Because if you look at the distraction shots, you'll see that most of the distraction shots happened and occurred in this location right here. We have one shot down here by the curb. We have another shot over here by the sign and lamppost. But we have 2, 4, 5 shots all in this location here. And where's this location at? If we zoom in, okay, we're going to zoom in. And we see all these distraction shots here. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. And we have people running up the stairs here and up the hillside here to get out of cover because they're being shots fired all around in this location here. Okay, then people started running in up the hillside here to the back here. Why the 3 gunmen or 3 assassins was in there, came out and blended in with the crowds to get away into the parking area. That's why distraction shots were taken. Now, again, no one knows this information. I know this information because I do the studying. Because even when I did time frames, as you see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6 shots were already taken. JFK was already shot. Governor Connolly was already shot. Okay, why take more distraction shots? Or why take more shots? But then we have a shot to the curb where James Tague was standing. We have the 2 shots to the manhole cover area. We have 2 shots to the grass area. We have the shot to the steps. We have the shot to the street lamppost, the sign on the lamppost. These distraction shots were taken for a reason. Okay, because we already see the first 6 shots already been taken, already killed JFK and wounded Governor Connolly. So why take distraction shots? There had to have been a reason. This is why I do my research, because I had to find the answers for myself to understand what's the purpose, what's the reason for the distraction shots, what's the reason for that many shots. And the only way to find my answers is when I start digging and I start analyzing films and images, and I start marking locations down and stuff, because once you mark the locations down, you're going to see where most of the distraction shots were fired. You're going to see people run up the hillside and everything else, and you're going to know the location of the gunman, and you're going to make more sense into it, because you're going to say, okay, now the reason why for the distraction shots was to get people to run up the hillside there during the grassy knoll, so the 2 gunmen can escape into the crowds. Okay, that's what it tells us. Okay, so now we know why distraction shots were fired. Now we know why the 7 distraction shots fired, to help hide and get the assassins that was in shelter number 3 to be able to get them out of there. I want to make this video to point out a little bit more information about why was the distraction shots fired. I want to thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to the subscribe button. Don't forget to tell your friends about us. Share this video so other people know this information. A lot of this information that I put out here, you're only going to find in my videos and in my research and in my books. You're not going to find this information nowhere else, because no other researcher is going to go into this much detail like I do when it comes to doing research in the JFK assassination. If you have any questions or anything, I have a video that's called comments. If you want to post a comment there, I'm willing to go to there, and every day anyway, look over the comments that's made, to check up on them. And if there's a question in there, I'll love to give you the answers if I can. You can email me, which I think my email's in that description bar. But there's a lot of ways you could contact me, even on Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. So I want to make this video here to give more information out on why the distraction shots were fired. Thank you again, and may God bless you. And we still have that GoFundMe account out. I want to get this documentary done, because as you see how much details I put, just think of what the documentary is going to be like. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.